Hello everyone, welcome back for the third part. There we go. Welcome back for the third part of this turn, which will be, of course, Army Group South. I've decided what I'm going to do. It took me a little bit there to figure it out, but I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take all of my panzers from Panzer Group, oh god, what is that, Panzer Group 2? Either way, I'm going to take them, I'm going to flank them around this way, and we're going to try and get behind Vinnitsa over here. And next turn, after we get them down here, we'll probably get them down to about here. And the next turn, we'll try and flank all the way around over to Kiev and kind of bypass this entire line. Meanwhile, we'll take the army over here in the purple, and we'll move them against the line right here. And that way, hopefully, we can pin, if we can, we get everyone into position this turn. We can pin these forces here against our own army forces as we attack this way, and then of course from down here we'll be able to try and flank around. We probably won't get Kiev on next turn. I don't think we'll have enough movement based on the amount of fuel we'll have. We'll see. I mean, it could happen. They're panzers and they're motorized infantry, so it's possible we could make it all the way to Kiev. If we do, that's great. But even if we make it to Kiev, I think they could still escape this way. They have the city of Gomel up, he is over here. Gomel, I think, is over there, so they could probably escape that way just beneath the Pripyat marshes. So we probably won't get a perfect encirclement, but if we can push them, this way towards Zotomir while flanking around from the south, we might be able to get a good chunk of them down here. And of course, again, the name of the game is always surround and... oh my god, I forgot the thing. Surround them and try and force them into surrendering. So we're going to move up, of course, this division here as well. Sorry, not division, this army, the... I can't remember what that is. The Burgundy one, though, we're going to keep pushing down here, trying to consolidate this pocket. In fact, we might take a couple corps from this army and start moving them this way towards the east. But there's going to be at least one corps that has to get rid of these guys down here. The Romanians will push up as well this way, and we'll try and just get rid of these guys around Stanislav as quickly as possible. Though it'll probably take a couple more turns based on the terrain and such down that way. But that's going to be it. I mean, this turn has been very... lackluster is not the right word, but it's been very... very passive turn. We're basically just trying to get our forces to... all right, not a bad interdiction. We lost 4 men. We lost they lost 1 fighter, so not too bad. It's been a very passive turn for us so far. We basically just been trying to get people into position so that on the future turns we'll be able to go ahead and conduct the next assaults that we need to do. Actually, can we get any... we'll try and hit their airfields, I guess, a little bit here. I mean, we're losing more bombers than they're being destroyed right now. We lost 63 bombers on that one. Holy moly, that is brutal. Ouch. Was that right? 63 bombers? We lost 63 bombers here on the attacking side, right? Oh my god. Okay, wow, we have to kind of take it easy, I guess, on these attacks. That really hurts. Did not expect that at all. Maybe we can actually... let's try and take it easy on the bombing missions. I don't want to mount too many losses there with my Air Force before we even get into the thick of it. I mean, so far the battles have been pretty... they've been pretty easy going for us. Not exactly the most difficult battles. We'll try and get rid of this fort. Here we go. So let's get rid of him. So of course we're going to stack all of our troops down here. I want to try and keep them not quite on the border, but as close as possible, I guess. I mean, the AI should probably be able to... I'm not experienced enough with the AI to know exactly what it will do. I can't believe they held that either. But I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to move people in front of me in front of me here to try and prevent me from getting through. A couple interdiction missions right now being flown by the Soviets, but they're not doing a ton of damage. They are hurting me a little bit. That one didn't do anything actually, so it's not so bad. I guess it's more disruption than anything. In this game, I think disruption works where if you actually can take a look at that. I know it shows it in War in the West. I think it shows it in this one too. Let's see. Show details. Disruption should be in here. Disrupted. Here we go. So we have 123 units, 223 men that are disrupted. I think those count as like squads or whatever from the air units. And I think disrupted units don't act as efficiently as units that haven't been disrupted. And it kind of counts them as damaged, even though they're not damaged. I'm not sure if that's exactly right. I'm gonna have to look that up later, see if I can't remember the exact rules for disruption. But it's good to run interdiction missions in these games to try and punish the other player as much as possible, try to move up and such. It's not really a weakness of the AI. I mean, the AI does a pretty good job. Can I get... no, I don't have enough admin points to get him in trucks. But like the AI does a pretty good job of running interdiction missions, but the combat in this game is I mean, like the air combat is not as efficient, as beautiful as the combat, the way it's set up inside of actual War in the West. So the combat in this game is a little bit weird sometimes. I'm not 100% unsure on how it works and what exactly is the most efficient way to run the air combat. So it'll be a you know, a back and forth action with me here as I try to figure out exactly what to do with my forces and what works best for them and such. We'll try and get that Panzer all the way up here, and of course this Panzer Corps moving into position down there as well. So it looks like now we're down here in the south. If you know what they might do is they could, I guess they could try and bring these guys over here. They might also try and fall back this entire flank over to, say, maybe this wouldn't be a bad spot right around here. They have a little bit of a river here on this side, and then of course if they mass their forces right here in this gap, they might be able to create some kind of defensive line. Otherwise, I'm threatening to circle around next turn. It'll of course, you know, it'll be dangerous a little bit, because they could try and counterattack, you know, from this way or this way. But down here in the south, that way, there's not really anything that can come up and like attack me on the flank from behind. So, I mean, it should be pretty easy to get up here at least. And if I don't get, you know, past the Skriva over here, the river, at least I'll be able to get to like behind Vinnitsa, so that on the next turn, if I even leave a couple panzers in position over here, I could try and counter or try and attack from two different flanks and hopefully make them crumble down there. And then of course by moving the infantry up here as well, I hope to get them into a better position for next turn so that we can try and force them back as much as possible. If I can break the river line or the sluice over here, that'd be great too. But I don't think the infantry are going to be able to quite handle that right away. Trying to figure out, I think I might split it into, I think I've got 2 corps right here attached to this army, this purple army. I think I might take the first corps and try and move them up as close as possible this way, and then the second corps kind of over here, and next turn we can consolidate this pocket down a little bit and push out this cavalry and this HQ if possible, and kind of even out the line a little bit like that. It might mean that we have to wait one more turn in the south to really get an offensive going down here, but I think it's, you know, worthwhile to be in a good position to actually inflict casualties and exploit breakthroughs instead of just keep punching them as much as possible and trying to hope for the best, that we can get into a better and better position here. That's the core there. That's a core. So let's take this. This one has one more over here. So let's go ahead and we'll put that guy down there, and we'll take this core here. We'll try and get this pocket kind of cleaned up a little bit here. That's over a river. I don't think we're going to take that one. No, they're going to hold on to that. Down here, we can try and get rid of this cavalry. Let's do a hard attack on that guy. There he goes. He's going to at least retreat. 800 down. We lost 200, but I mean, 800 to 200 is a fair trade, I think, at this point for us. And we'll do one more. It has to be a hasty attack. Let's see. No, we retreated the cavalry at least. That's good. And the HQ, I guess, went with it. 700 casualties that time, so that's a little bit better. There we go. So that's even a little bit better right there. Didn't even have to bring over the other forces. So let's just oh, sorry. No, I don't want to. I'm sorry, I didn't want to do that. Did I set refit back on? Okay, cool. So we'll take these guys here from over here. Oh, he can't move now if he's refitting, can he? Ah, touche. Let's go ahead and set refit off then. Can I move you now? Maybe I didn't. Okay, wait, I've confused myself now. The refit, if I leave it on, I think he's fine, right? We can still... Alright, that's fine, whatever. Well, whatever, it doesn't matter. So we'll get him over here as well. And we'll try and break this cavalry here a little bit more. Alright, retreat, that's fine. That's not a bad position there. We kind of broken that line down a little bit. We can even bring these guys down here. Put them a little bit closer to the line. This one can sneak in here. Nice. And the HQ, of course, bring him just to the northeast, sorry, of Tarnople. And you know, it's not a bad line there. I mean, you know, it's not perfect. It's not perfect, but I guess it looks like we might be threatening to push through to Zotomir over here if we were to go this way. But I don't know. I think it's going to be pretty transparent what our intentions are as we stack units down there in the south. Assuming they can even see the units down there, they might have the ability to, they might have recon planes that are able to see the units down there. They might not. If they don't have the recon planes, they might not even expect it down there. They might just think that we're moving troops all together and stuff. Let's withdraw this corps right here. Actually, we'll try and bring them. This is quite a full corps as well. We'll try and bring them also over this way, and kind of use them as a backup if we can. And one more here. We'll move him. There we go. This guy will try and consolidate this panzer unit right here. Surrender, perfect. And now we'll move him as far as possible this way, as much as we can. There we go. And now I mean, the rest, I guess, we'll have to just kind of leave in this little pocket over here. No real point in bringing them out and trying to use them to can't attack with that guy. Trying to use them to bring them back towards the front line there. So we got one to surrender, but the motorized division actually surrendered. The artillery brigade and the cavalry division retreated. That's okay. We'll try and hit him one more time here. That should force him to surrender. Oh, that cavalry brigade is certainly making it difficult on my life. Stalinabad is going to withdraw their population as well. Mountain division surrenders. I'm pretty okay with that. And now this one here, are these in the mountains? They are. So this should be an easy win for our mountains here. And there we go. Easy peasy. 36 men lost. Beautiful. That's exactly how it should be. Now let's see if we can actually get these guys here. Can we move this guy now? Slovakian Mobile Brigade? We can. Oh, that's exciting. Let's draw these guys here if we can. Perfect. So we'll take the 100th Yager division. We'll move it towards the line as well. This one we'll bring over there. The mountains, of course, can start moving that way too. And this one was attached to it as well. Yes, this one here can also go this way. The 17th Army will kind of move down here, I guess. Really pushing it towards the front line, but that's not so bad, I guess. It's probably fine. It's not like they're going to counterattack next turn, I don't think. Oh, actually, you know what? He's kind of in a bad spot here. Let's move him back just a little bit more, just in case. In case that cavalry tries to do something down here. But I don't think they'll have enough supplies to make an attack, but, you know, let's be as cautious as possible here. As we force these guys to retreat a little bit. And the mountain brigade actually is still alive there. So we're doing some heavy damage to them, but not going to be able to bring them down any further there. Actually, we can bring the Slovakians in. We can try and hit them again one more time. I don't know how effective the Slovakians are going to be, but hey, they did it. You know, the Slovakian army, not exactly well known in my mind as being extremely efficient during the Second World War. I'm sure they had their share of battles and such, but nothing really stands out immediately in my mind that they were known for. At least not on the Eastern Front. Let's see, we'll move these guys up here. We'll start to bring these guys up here a little bit as well. I mean, I'm not going to attack with this Romanian brigade, the mountains, because they don't have enough attack power. It's a brigade, right? So it's not even as strong as this division over here. And they only have 2 combat value, so it's not really worth that push. Let's just try and break a few units here. Or force them to retreat, that's fine too. And, oh, pardon me. And I guess we'll just, we'll just keep pushing down here along the south. It's going to retreat again, actually. I didn't expect that. But at least we know that guy is cut off this turn. I think he was cut off last turn, actually, but now he's definitely cut off. Let's go ahead and bring our... We'll bring this this Panzer all the way over here. He doesn't need to be over here anymore. So we'll bring him over here to the head of the line. And we'll bring this guy in here as well a little bit, actually. We'll even go ahead and attack this. Try and get rid of this stupid fortified unit. There we go. And yeah, that should be fine there. Now I have to move down a little bit further. There we go. Okay, cool. So that gives us a little front line down there. Let's see. We can push an attack down here on these guys. I don't think it's going to work, though. Maybe I should have kept that tank over there, actually. No, let's try it. Let's move a couple guys up here. Can we go for a heavy attack? We can. Let's try that out. Let's see what happens. Hey, they surrendered. Well done. Well done, everyone. And finally, the Romanian mountain brigades will go ahead and we'll try and get this guy, and they surrendered him as well, so that's perfect. We're down to very little troops down here now, finally, to we have to deal with, have to worry about. Move that up there just a little bit. And now, of course, comes the fun time for moving up all these airfields. Try and keep them moving along with the rest of the army, so they don't lag behind too far. And of course, you know, this turn we'll have the ability to regain some more supplies, some more fuel here as we move these headquarters up, trying to get them closer to the front lines, but not right on the front lines. This one up here will move as well. Put it, let's say, right there. And is that about it? We have a couple more troops down here. So these guys they look like they're rear guard units. They're attached directly to the OKH, which is the Oberkommando de Heer, which is the overall Eastern Front, I believe, responsible for the Eastern Front. Like, it's the entire theater command at this side. So let's I don't know, let's leave these guys here for now. Army Group South, we can leave there as well. This one as well. Yeah, we'll leave this Jaeger division back here, and the 6th Army we can actually go ahead and move right up. We'll move him just over here. This security division we can try to move up as well here. And actually, it looks like there's one more. Is this for the Panzer? Oh, it's for the Sixth Army. This is the air base for the Sixth Army, so we'll move them up right on top of Rosnov as well. And that looks like it's more or less everything that's relevant. Let's let's leave this guy. We'll leave him in Lvov for now. We'll put the 99th Yager Division in there, and that I think is going to be mostly everything that we needed to do right now. We've gotten the major pockets, well, not the major pockets, but we've done as much damage as we can to that pocket. We've moved our troops up mostly to the east now, so you can see we've kind of formed a nice little line over here, and hopefully next turn we'll be able to flank around this way while also pushing a little bit this way. We'll probably only get to about here next turn. That's a generous statement as well, being able to get that far on the next push we have to do, especially with our troops. They might be getting closer and closer to having supply troubles every turn, of course, bringing us closer to or further away from the front, further away from our border, further away from our supply depots. So we'll see what happens, but that's going to basically be it for the Army Group South right now. I'll leave all these guys down here so you can quickly see them as well. Leave them all along the border. If I can, get them to funnel down towards Odessa, towards the sea down here, and then maybe trap them along this corridor, which I think historically happened, being able to take Odessa, flanking down this way behind them, would be nice. So if I can, slowly bring this pocket down this way towards Odessa, make them form a line like that around the city, that'd be great, and then cut them off over here. But we'll see how that plays out. Right now, I don't want to push too hard in the far south. It's mostly going to be about up here around the Zvizdana and Zhytomyr towards Kiev, and then of course towards Chernov up there. Over this way we have Dnipropetrovsk. Oh, that was brutal. And Kharkov, Stalino, all those places over there. So let's take a look over here, and yeah, that's going to wrap up the Armor Group South. We'll do a little wrap-up video for the entire front in a second, and other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll be back with turn 4 very shortly, so have a great day, guys.